Hello and welcome to Oncology.TV's Headline News. I'm Thomas Baldrick with a complete look at the latest clinical trial headlines in oncology. Our lead story, Sanofi recently announced that the pivotal study Jakarta, examining the selective JAK2 inhibitor SAR 302503 for myelofibrosis, met its primary endpoint in both dose groups. The primary endpoint assessed the proportion of patients achieving a more than 35% reduction of spleen volume. Consistent with the data reported in previous trials, the most common adverse events were anemia, diarrhea, nausea, and vomiting. Myelofibrosis is a rare, debilitating, and life-threatening hematologic malignancy characterized by abnormal blood cell production and scarring, or fibrosis, in the bone marrow. According to Dr. Roy Chowdhury, Senior Vice President and Head of Sanofi Oncology, patients with myelofibrosis in advanced stages are desperately ill and in need of treatments that will improve their outcomes. I am pleased with the results of Jakarta and would like to thank the patients and the investigators in this trial. For more information, please see our downloadable PDF titled Jakarta. Bayer and Algeta won U.S. approval for their drug to treat an advanced prostate cancer that doesn't respond to standard testosterone-lowering therapy. The Food and Drug Administration cleared the medicine more than 3 months early for patients whose disease has spread to their bones. The drug Xofigo is designed to treat the secondary cancer that has settled in the bones. According to the American Cancer Society, prostate cancer is the most common cancer among men after skin cancer. The injection, also known as radium-223, has similar properties to calcium. According to Richard Pazder, the director of the FDA's Office of Hematology and Oncology Products, Xofigo binds with minerals in the bone to deliver radiation directly to bone tumors, limiting the damage to the surrounding normal tissues. Xofigo is the second prostate cancer drug approved by the FDA in the past year that demonstrates an ability to extend the survival of men with metastatic prostate cancer. Amgen announced that the Phase 3 head-to-head Aspecct 763 trial evaluating panitumumab versus cetuximab as a single agent for the treatment of chemorefractory metastatic colorectal cancer in patients with wild-type KRAS tumors met its primary endpoint of non-inferiority for overall survival. The estimated overall survival hazard ratio was 0.966, favoring the panitumumab arm. Overall, the relative adverse event profiles were as anticipated for each of the anti-EGFR therapies studied, including known events such as rash and diarrhea. Aspect is a global randomized parallel assignment open-label Phase 3 non-inferiority trial designed to compare the effect of Vectibix versus Erbitux on overall survival for monotherapy treatment of chemorefractory metastatic colorectal cancer in 1,010 patients with wild-type KRAS tumors. Secondary endpoints included safety, patient-reported outcomes, progression-free survival, time to response, time to treatment failure, and duration of response. An experimental drug from Gilead Sciences shrank tumors in half of leukemia patients whose cancer had returned, according to an early-stage trial that represents a new foray into oncology by the world's biggest seller of HIV medications. The pill is part of a new class of medications designed to selectively block a type of protein known to promote tumor growth in patients with chronic lymphocytic leukemia and other types of blood cancer. According to Dr. Sandra Swain, president of the American Society of Clinical Oncology, the pretty incredible results illustrate how a growing understanding of tumor biology is helping researchers develop promising new targeted drugs. Researchers said GS1101 produced rapid and long-lasting tumor shrinkage in half of the 54 trial patients treated with the drug alone, stalling disease progression for an average of 17 months. Patients in the trial had previously received a median of 5 other treatments. Ziopharm Oncology said it will stop developing its drug to treat soft tissue sarcoma after it failed to improve patient survival by keeping the cancer from worsening. The drug Palifosfamide was being tested in a late-stage trial called Picasso 3 as a treatment for metastatic soft tissue sarcoma, a type of cancer of the bone, cartilage, fat, or muscles. The trial involved 447 patients with metastatic soft tissue sarcoma across 150 clinical centers. Patients received either palifosfamide along with doxorubicin, an approved cancer drug, or doxorubicin alone. That's going to wrap things up on this edition of Oncology.TV Headline News. Please join us again in early June, where we will present the latest news and information that was delivered at ASCO. Remember, if it's happening in oncology, it's happening on Oncology.TV.